Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode, day 9 to be exact, of albums that are 40 years old in 2022 as we look back and pick out our favorite 28 albums that were released in 1982. 28 days of February, 28 days of favorite albums turning 40 years old this year. This particular one released October 1st, 1982. For the Warner Brothers label, produced by Gary Katz. I'm talking about the first solo album from Steely Dan's very own Donald Fagen, The Night Fly. Pretty great album, I think. And an album that, if you didn't really look at the album cover or anything, you would swear you were listening to another Steely Dan album. Of course, Steely Dan, by this point in time, recently released Gaucho. This comes out, basically Steely Dan by this point in time really not doing much of anything anymore. So here is where Mr. Fagen would go and release a few solo albums over the next decade or so. This being the first one of them, and a really good one with a great cast and great songs. So here we've got Donald Fagen, of course, on lead vocals, organ, synthesizer, electric piano. Piano, generally what he contributes to most of these albums. Dave Bargeron on trombone and euphonium. I don't know what a euphonium is. I've never heard of that before. Michael Brecker, the late great Michael Brecker on tenor saxophone. Randy Brecker, his brother, on trumpet and flugelhorn. The great Larry Carlton on lead guitar. Ronnie Cooper on baritone sax. Rick Derringer also on guitar in a couple tracks. Frank Floyd backing vocals. James Gadson on drums. Ed Green on drums. Gordon Grody on backing vocals, Anthony Jackson on bass, Steve Jordan on drums, Steve Kahn on acoustic guitar, Abraham Laboriel on bass. Everybody's on this album. Will Lee on bass, Hugh McCracken on guitar, Leslie Miller backing vocals, Marcus Miller on bass, Rob Mounsey on synthesizers and horn arrangements, Michael O'Marchian on piano, electric piano, Dean Parks on guitar, Greg Fillinganes on synthesizers and pianos, Jeff Porcaro, the great Jeff Porcaro from Toto, on drums, Chuck Rainey on bass, Zachary Sanders, Valerie Simpson, both on backing vocals, David Tofani on saxophone, and Stars Vander Lockett on percussion and backing vocals. Whew! Quite the cast, right? I just recently did a Donald Fagen solo album ranking, so this is still fairly fresh in my mind. Haven't talked about that about 2 weeks ago. Great songs, only 8 tracks. It's not the dum dum dum. There's my alert on my calendar. I got to do something, right? Interesting. I have a new phone, and it makes all sorts of weird noises that my other phone did not, so I'm still kind of getting used to that. Anyway, 8 tracks, not a very long album, but very compact and just all bright, bouncy, bubbly songs. IGY is the first song on the album, probably the best song that Fagen ever did in his solo career, and probably ranks up there with a lot of great Steely Dan, just amazing song. What a beautiful world it would be. It's such a great song. It's like a total feel-good song. Then you got Green Flower Street, which is incredible. Ruby Baby is kind of laid back, kind of bluesy. Ruby Baby, Ruby, it's my name. Great stuff. Maxine, New Frontier. The title track, The Night Fly, is just irresistible as well. You got the Goodbye Look, and then the kind of short track, Walk Between the Raindrops, ends it all out. But the whole album is laid back and jazzy, but with great pop melodies. Great Carlton guitar solos on this album. Again, understated. This is not ripping, fusion stuff. This is more just kind of like, very soulful, very melodic, very poppy jazz. But it's just oozing all sorts of like really good vibes. And I think that's what's so great about this album, and why so many people love this album. And, for me, it's his greatest solo record. But all of them are really good, actually. And like I said, take off the cover and just put Steely Dan up there. You wouldn't blink, right? The only thing is Walter Becker's not in here. That's really the only thing that makes it not a Steely Dan album. right? Because a lot of the other cast of characters, you got the Brecker brothers and Carlton, all these dudes. I mean, the Jeff Porcaro, a lot of these guys played on all the Steely Dan albums anyway. So really just Walter's not here. That's what makes it not a Steely Dan album. But you listen to it and it sounds like a Steely Dan album. So yeah, the Night Fly is my choice for today. Day 9. Let us know what you think about the Night Fly in the comments below, but also make sure you list your pick for Day 9 here today as we work our way through February, looking back at some of our great and favorite albums released in 1982 that are having and celebrating their 40th birthdays this year. So thanks for watching. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time together as always. And stay tuned for more stuff here on the channel, and make sure you tune in tomorrow morning for another episode of this. And I am Pete Pardo. We'll see you then. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell. We also have the links to our Ko-Fi page below as well as our merch page to get all sorts of cool Sea Tranquility stuff. So thanks for watching, everybody. I am Pete. We'll see you tomorrow morning for another album that is 40 years old in 2022. Thanks for watching. See you then. Bye-bye.